10. Coke and Mentos Challenge. Have you ever thought to yourself what could go wrong before doing something stupid? Don't lie. You know you have. Well, those that can admit it can most likely also admit that they had second thoughts before doing the stupid thing they did. Take, for example, these guys who followed the legendary internet trend of mixing Coca-Cola with Mentos. In May 2011, two men in New Jersey posted a video of them doing the popular internet challenge on their YouTube channel, Bruce Bauman. This bizarre and fun challenge actually started a while back in 2006, but it's still going strong to this day. So strong, in fact, that their video got over 2 million views. And here's why. The two guys, Bruce and his friend, decided to do the challenge on a rainy day outside of a tennis court. They slammed down the bottle of Coke with Mentos in it. It was supposed to shoot up towards the sky as it expanded, but that didn't happen. Instead, the bottle launched towards the camera Bruce was holding. Basically, the experiment totally backfired. Now, the mixture of Coke and Mentos isn't harmful by its own means, but a solid object launching towards you at about 20 miles per hour, yeah, that can hurt. We assume Bruce suffered only minor injuries, like a bruise or two, depending on where it hit. We hope it didn't get him in the wrong place. 9. Dry Scooping Challenge. Have you ever heard of dry scooping? Those of you who aren't gym junkies might not know, but let us enlighten you about it. Dry scooping refers to the term of eating a scoop of pre-workout powder in its purest form, straight out of the container. Now, some people argue that this is safe, but it is in fact extremely dangerous, and one woman found out the hard way. In 2021, the Dry Scooping Challenge went viral, which is an offspring of the 2013 Cinnamon Powder Challenge, which, unbeknownst to everyone, might be one of the more deadly challenges that might have ever trended. It definitely led to a lot of stomachs being upset with just a simple swallow of powder. Similarly, the Dry Scooping Challenge does not disappoint. In April of 2021, 20-year-old Brittany Portillo suffered a heart attack after trying the challenge. According to Miss Portillo, who posted her experience on TikTok, she took a nutritional supplement for her gym workout. After a while, she started feeling nauseous. The nausea lasted all day and into the next. When she showed up for work the day after, she started experiencing all the things a person would experience right before cardiac arrest. Apparently, if she hadn't gone to the hospital in time, she would have lost her life. Thankfully, she survived, and after sharing her experience, fewer and fewer people tried the challenge. 8. Kiki Challenge. Kiki, do you love me? Are we riding? Say you'll never leave from beside me. Okay, we all know the lyrics. In 2018, Drake released his musical masterpiece, In My Feelings, and people went absolutely nuts over it. Not only are the lyrics super catchy and stuck in your head for days, the dance moves are too, aka the Kiki Challenge. The Kiki Challenge is, whenever you hear the song, wherever you are, you're supposed to drop what you're doing and bust out the dance. Wait a minute, wherever you are? Yes. Wherever? Even while driving? Does that sound a little dangerous to you? Because it sounds super dangerous to us. And that's exactly how the Kiki Challenge took a turn for the worst. Unfortunately for 18-year-old Anna Worden from Iowa, an attempt to do the dance challenge left her physically impaired. The last thing I remember was opening the door, so apparently I got out and tripped and fell and hit my head, she said in an interview. The hit left Anna unconscious, and she woke up in the ICU hours later. Investigations revealed that Anna had suffered bleeding from her brain from a fractured skull and blood clots in her ears. Anna, who recently graduated from Pleasant Valley High School, has always loved dancing and thought the little stunt would be fun. Through her story, the teen wants to share her experience of going from being a graceful dancer to someone who is now relearning how to walk. Be more careful about the challenges and fads that you see are going around. It may seem fun and it may seem like it's easy, but at the same time, they could be so dangerous, she said at the time of her discharge from the hospital. Anna's journey to recovery has just begun. She had to take several physical therapy sessions to regain her legs' lost movement and strength. Anna's story is an excellent example of how social media challenges may seem fun, but its consequences may put your life in danger. 7. Corn on a drill. Corn. It's a staple food. You can eat it with butter, boil it, cook it up with cheese or sugar. It can be salty or sweet. You can add it to mashed potatoes or whatever you like. However, there is one way that you should never eat it, and that's on the cob, spinning on an electric drill. Believe it or not, eating corn in this dangerous way became super popular among internet conquistadors. It was 2012 when the new craze took over netizens. The Corn on a Drill Challenge. You eat the corn as fast as you can while it's spinning on an electric drill. Sound dumb? Absolutely. In May 2020, singer and songwriter Jason Derulo tried the challenge out for himself. He posted a video of him doing it too. Have you seen it? In the video he says, "Have you guys seen this?" holding up the corn on the drill. "I've always wanted to try this." Why, Jason? Why? He lets the corn spin for about 3 seconds, chomping away, and then he says, "Ouch!" He lowers the drill and reveals his bloody mouth and top teeth, all of which are chipped. Well, Jason's video actually turned out to be a prank, but boy did he fool us. On the other hand, a Chinese woman who tried out the challenge got her hair stuck in the drill as it was spinning and it ripped out. That sounds really painful. Our heart goes out to her. We hope she grew her hair back. And some brains, too. 6. Licking public toilets. Licking is how we taste stuff, letting the flavor flood into our mouths and gracefully to let our bodies know if we like it. Okay, that sounds weird. But anyway, unfortunately, that habit was tainted when the licking toilet seat challenge went viral. Yes, it's exactly what it sounds like, and it's disgusting. In March of 2020, a famous musical singer named Ava Louise filmed herself licking a toilet seat to challenge coronavirus, which was still fairly new back then. Soon after Miss Louise did it, tons of people started jumping on the bandwagon, specifically those who were opposed to the validity of the uprising pandemic. That is, until later that same month, a 21-year-old TikToker from California who's going by the username of Lars and Gay Sean Mendez posted a video of him licking a public toilet seat. Not long after, Lars posted a tweet saying, "I tested positive for COVID." And since then, his official Twitter account has been banned. Any updates from Lars have been cut off, though we do hope he's okay. Despite this, the nasty trend continued for quite some time. But seriously, who does something like that? These are some weird times we're living in, people. Would you ever do something like that? Do you know anyone that has? Let us know in the comments below, and if you're liking this video, be sure to hit the thumbs up and subscribe buttons if you haven't already. 5. The Tripping Challenge, or the Skull Breaker Challenge. In 2019, a challenge called the Skull Breaker Challenge spread like wildfire all over the internet. It's a challenge involving 3 people lining up horizontally. However, the person in the middle is unaware of the challenge. The 2 people on the side would then jump first, which would make the middle person jump. And once the middle person jumps, the 2 trip the person midair. Unfortunately, as dangerous as it sounds, many people, mostly minors, started doing this, tripping people, watching them fall, and laughing at them. Sounds kind of mean if you ask us, not to mention dangerous. A 16-year-old girl in Brazil was the victim of this internet challenge. When her friends tripped her, she hit her head hard on the ground. Anyone who hits their head like that can suffer anything from a concussion to fractures, and intracranial hemorrhage, permanent brain damage, or even death. She was taken to the hospital, but sadly she passed away from her injuries. Thankfully, all videos from the challenge have since been removed from almost all platforms. 4. Planking Challenge. Remember in 2011 when the planking challenge took over the world? People were taking pictures stiff as a board in all kinds of precarious spots and posting them online. Honestly, it took some real core strength to keep up with this trend. Have you tried it? Now, the planking challenge itself isn't all that dangerous, as it actually turned out to be a meme and quite a fun one at that. Lying face down on anything from grills to office tables, it can be pretty hilarious. Well, it was, until it wasn't. In May 2011, 20-year-old actor Acton Beale was at a party with some friends. One of his pals was planking on stuff, and he thought he'd join in. He decided to turn it up a notch by planking on the balcony railing. It would have been fine on the first floor, but they were on the 7th floor of the building. Acton lost his balance and fell to the ground. He died instantly. Soon after, Australian police, who were afraid of the increasing popularity of the challenge, banned planking in public. If you were caught doing the challenge, you could be slapped with a huge fine and even arrested. This is serious stuff. 3. Benadryl Challenge. Did you know taking too much Benadryl can kill you? Well, it absolutely can. Children and teens are participating in a new social media trend by intentionally overdosing on the over-the-counter antihistamine. The situation has parents and officials at the Food and Drug Administration concerned enough that they issued a warning against the serious problems that can occur if you take too much Benadryl. In August 2020 in Oklahoma, a young girl named Chloe Marie Phillips overdosed on Benadryl after taking part in the challenge. As stated, Chloe stumbled upon a video from an influencer about Benadryl's effects, and she was enticed to try this. However, her frail young body was unable to handle the dosage she took, leading to her early death. Her family blamed the internet for her death. She's not the only case, though. There's also a 14-year-old girl who was subjected to comatose condition after taking 14 pills. She's currently recovering as of this moment. Now, hopefully, this would be quite a clear sign that being an influencer means having the power of influence, and power always means responsibility. This should serve as a lesson to anyone to not try anything sketchy on the internet. 2. Bird Box Challenge. Ever heard the phrase, keep your eyes on the road? We sure have. Millions of times. From our driving instructor, our parents, friends, pretty much everyone knows this. Unfortunately, this saying was ignored in 2018 when the movie Bird Box, a movie about blindfolding yourself to not see the monster, created a trend called, with a hashtag, Bird Box Challenge. You would have guessed by now that recreating such a scene would be funny sometimes, but only when it's done in a safe place. This teenager, though, seemed to have taken literal inspiration from the movie. In January 2019 in Layton, Utah, a 17-year-old driver and her 16-year-old passenger decided to join in on the Bird Box Challenge. The only problem being they were driving. Allegedly, the two started talking about the Bird Box Challenge while in the car and eventually thought about trying it out mid-drive. Obviously, the girls aren't the sharpest tools in the shed, so the driver put her beanie down to cover her eyes, and as a result, she crashed into another car, causing grievous damage to both the car's exteriors. Thankfully, everyone was safe, but seriously, what the heck? 1. The Blue Whale Challenge. A family in Texas says their teenage son killed himself trying an internet challenge known as Blue Whale. 15-year-old Isaiah Gonzalez took his life on a Saturday morning in San Antonio. His father warned parents to be aware of their children's online activities. In November of 2015, a girl named Rina Palenkova took a selfie and posted it online with the caption, "Naya Bye." After posting it, she took her own life. Police and family were left baffled by this, as there was no way that Rina would commit suicide. But after checking Rina's phone, they learned that she had been part of an online group that involved topics about suicide and blue whales. It was later in May of 2016 that it was found out to be a game created by so-called curators. The curators would assign a list of gruesome tasks to be completed to their online chat members, the final task of which was to commit suicide. The person responsible for starting the sick challenge was caught in November 2016. A man named Philip Budeikin, a former psychology student. He admitted to being guilty of influencing people to kill themselves and managed to contact his targets through his 2013 game that had his name and phone number attached to it. In the end, he was charged with 2 counts, but felt no remorse for the actions he had done. Thanks for watching. Have you ever tried any of these internet stunts? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. See you next time. Bye.